Hello, my name's Ed. This video is going to be kind of a response, kind of a reply to a couple of different videos. Basically, there's a pretty popular YouTuber called Ziploc Gory, and one of the things he does on his channel is a feature he calls Female Character of the Week. And every week he picks a different character from like comics or movies or anime or TV or whatever and talks about why he likes them. And he always, invites people to like send in, videos or responses or whatever. And I thought that's a cool idea. Maybe I should talk about, Power Girl, cause I've been kind of catching up with the with the character recently. And in the meantime, before I got a chance to do that, another YouTuber who I like a lot, the Mount Vernon Kid, on his channel, he does a feature called Characters and Why I Like Them. And one of the characters he happened to pick was Power Girl, and I even wrote to him like, oh wow, I was going to do a clip, but you beat me to it, And then at first I thought, well, maybe I'll pick a different female character, but I really still did want to do a video about Power Girl. So this is me doing that. But the inspiration is, originally Ziploc Gory and kinda in a symbiotic way, Chris. So let's go. Basically Power Girl is a character that I've always been aware of, but I was never really into until very recently. I knew her from like a few JSA comics and that I've read, and her turning up in certain DC events and things like that. But that's pretty much it. Basically what's going on is I've been catching up with the Amanda Conner, Justin Gray, Jimmy Palmiotti run, and there I really started liking the character. I found Power Girl to be really humorous and a really likable character. The character Power Girl, she has a real, as far as like superheroes are concerned, has a real striking look. She's got the white suit with the kind of blue accents on the gloves and the cape, the gloves and the boots, and then the red cape that's kind of just off the shoulder, depending on which artist draws her. She's got that kind of blonde semi-bob hairdo, that kind of tops it off. I also like her personality. She's confident, she's headstrong, she's outgoing, but not to the point where it's off-putting. Just go back, I believe Power Girl started out in the 70s. This is pre-Crisis, where she was like the cousin of the Earth 2 Superman. And for people who don't know, back then they had, Earth 1 and DC Comics. They had Earth 1, which were the adventures of like contemporary Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Hal Jordan, and all those people, had their adventures. And then Earth 2 was populated by all the Golden Age 40s characters, plus older versions of the contemporary characters. So, you had all the 40s characters, and then you had like middle-aged Superman, middle-aged Batman, and so on and so forth, who appeared to be aging in real time. And the thing is, Power Girl was the cousin of that Supergirl, but the twist on it was she wasn't just an older Supergirl, she was his cousin, but she was like a completely different person. After Crisis on Infinite Earth, they kind of changed her background, where she was like, I guess, the granddaughter of Orion of Atlantis and projected into the future or something like that, whatever. But fairly recently, like in the last few years, they kind of went back to the first origin, where, she's now the last survivor of Earth 2. She's on our Earth, she's on Earth 1 or whatever, and she's pretty much accepted as part of the Superman family. As far as the body design of the character is concerned, the legend is that, comics veteran Wally Wood was working for DC for a while and was kind of drawing her, and supposedly he started drawing the character with larger boobs, and he was like, well, I'll keep doing it until they tell me to stop. And supposedly just nobody ever told him to stop. If you look at the old comics or some of the images from the old comics, the character did seem kind of bosomy, but not outrageously so. And post Crisis, it looks like they kind of like try to like tone her down a little bit. You know, she's still glamorized and idealized and stuff, but not that much more than any other female superhero, supervillain that you would have seen at the time. But slowly they did start going back to making the character a bit more bosomy. Now, one thing I do agree with Chris on is that you really need to have the right artist drawing PJ. Some artists do a really good job of illustrating her, but others, I think, do a very not so good job. Sure, the character's supposed to be chesty, but she should also look athletic and powerful at the same time. And some people just draw some stick figure and with some giant boobs, and they think that you think that that's supposed to be hot. One of my least favorite drawings is like one by Michael Turner, God rest his soul. I know Mike Turner has lots of fans. I'm not putting him down. I'm not putting down anybody that likes his art. You know what I mean? I do like his depiction of, Supergirl on whatever issue that was, Superman, Batman, when they brought the character back and she's kind of like flying out at the reader. I thought that was a great drawing, but I really do not, I'm not a fan of his drawing of Power Girl. His PJ is skinny. She's looking at the reader like with this kind of come hither look like, hey big daddy, hey big boy. And her breasts are literally the size of her head. And it's just like everything, that's the opposite of everything that I actually like about the character. That's why I don't like it. My favorite Power Girl illustration is probably by Alex Ross. Sure, the chest is there, but Karen's looking, she's looking physically strong, she's looking athletic, she looks confident, and she looks just a little bit cocky. She's kind of looking at you like, yeah, oh, you think you can handle this? Come on, bring it. You know what I mean? That's another reason why I like Amanda Connor's art as well. She's able to bring all those qualities to Power Girl: the strength, the sexiness, the confidence, but she's also able to put a strong level of like humor and personality to the character as well. One other thing I think is kind of interesting is that, just going on different websites and forums and comic book stuff and seeing like, blogs and things by female comic book fans, it's interesting how many, women are fan of Power Girl. And, I speculate, you might think, or at least I would have thought, before then, maybe the boob factor might have like kind of put some people off. But a lot of women who read comics actually do like the character, and I kind of speculate maybe it's just because of her like confidence and self-esteem. She's sexy, but she's powerful. She's good looking, but she's confident and, like I said, cocky as well. And I'm just speculating. Maybe a lot of women comics fan project themselves onto a character like PJ and She-Hulk the same way that guys project themselves on characters like Wolverine and Batman, just because they're tough, they're successful, they do what they want, and they have just that self-esteem and confidence about themselves. Okay, so that's about it. I'm gonna try to put the link to Chris's video. I'll try to post something from Victor's video, and if I can, I'll also try to post a link to a fan film that's on YouTube called I'm Power Girl, damn it, just cause I think it's funny, and I think the channel is Binky500, I think. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much, and you all have a great day, and tell me what you think, and peace.